So the HWID Spoofer has a fix for all of these error codes and will unban you from every single game on the market. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here are the HWID Perm Spoofer's features and the tested games that it works on. As you can see here is Fortnite, which includes Hermit support, Siege, Rust, Apex Legends, and the Call of Duty series, and a bunch more games with asking a ticket if you want to know about a certain game. But here are the reasons that make this spoofer better than every other provider on the market. They have the Aces Perm Spoof and the Disc Perm Spoof, and they also are the first ever spoofer to have the Disc Perm Spoof save after reinstalls. So what this means is that they are the first spoofers to actually properly save your Aces and Disc Perm Spoofs. So what that means is your serials on your Aces device and your Disc will not revert back after spoofing, especially if you reinstall or do something like that. But they also have the fastest customer support on the market, instant delivery, detailed instructions, and unlimited license resets. So here are the prices. They have the one time, which is best for people who want to stop cheating and go back to playing legit, and that would be $25. And then the lifetime is best for people who want to continue cheating and keep unbanning themselves whenever they want, which will be $70. And here are the supported motherboards and the tested PCs that it works on. The Aces, which stays after reinstalls, and there are the main motherboards. And as you can see here are the payment methods. So the website, which I'll show in a second, has crypto, card, and Apple Pay, which is also instant delivery. And then the tickets has fast delivery, but offers crypto voucher, Cash App, Binance gift cards, and PayPal. So I'm going to show you guys how to purchase through the tickets first. So to actually do that, you go ahead and click on this Contact Us tab right here, or you can click on the Contact Us tab over here under the Information tab. But they will both take you to this page right here, and you can just click on select the category and create a purchase ticket, and then tell them what you want and the duration, and actually purchase on the website. You can click on any of these things that say website next to them. As you see, crypto, card, and Ideal and Apple Pay all have website next to them. You can click on the website link up here. It'll both take you to the same page. And as you see, here are all of the products. So the Perm Spoofer that we actually just went over, which is the one that we'll be using in this video today. But they also have a Temp Spoofer, which is also best for people who want to continue cheating. But this actually offers an inbuilt cleaner, which will not force you to have to reinstall, which the permanent spoofer has you do. And you don't have to reinstall games with the Temp Spoofer. All you have to do is make sure that those game launchers are closed, and you'll be able to spoof just like normal. And this is also one-click one load. So if you were to buy a longer duration, like a month key, you will not have to input your key every single time you load it up. The key will automatically load in for you. And all you have to do is just load the spoofer, and everything else will happen for you. You can spoof however you want. Since this is the Temp Spoofer, this will take nowhere near as long as the permanent, since the permanent has you reinstall. Remember, this also does work on every single Windows version and motherboard, so you don't have to worry about downgrading to a different Windows version and then every single motherboard, so you don't have to worry about Aces not working or just your specific motherboard in general. If you have something brand new or weird, you don't have to worry about that not working with the spoofer, since it does actually work on every single one. So here's the month key, which will be $30 and will last for 30 days. And then the week, which will last for 7 days, which will be $20, and then the day key, which will last for 24 hours, which will be $6. And to actually purchase the spoofer, you can go ahead and click on add to cart or buy now, since we do want to be buying the permanent spoofer to actually have that one-time spoof. I'm just going to click on one time, and then you can add to cart if you want to buy multiple things, like a one-time perm spoof and the temporary spoofer. But if you want to just buy the permanent spoofer like I am, go ahead and click on buy now, and it'll take you to this page right here. And you just want to enter the correct email address so they actually can send you the information, like your key and the download link, so you can actually use the product. If you enter something fake here, you will not be able to receive the information. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase. Remember, you can use Ideal, Apple Pay, and crypto on the website, so you can go ahead and just log in and select one of those. But I'm going to go ahead and fill out my information and purchase, and I'll get you guys to the steps. So give me 1 second. Alright, so depending on where you purchase from, if you purchase on the website like I did, then your key will be sent to your email along with your download link. And if you purchase in the Discord, it'll be sent to your tickets or in your DMs, however you want to do that. But since I purchased through email, the key was sent to my email, so we're just going to go ahead and copy the key. And we're just going to save it to our desktop. So to actually do that, we're going to go ahead and right click and to create a new text document, and we can just name this HWID key. Just like that. You can name it key, whatever you want. Just make sure you know what it is. And I'm going to go ahead and open it and then just paste my key in there. Since this is my key, we can go ahead and save it. So file save, and then close that. And now we can go ahead and go into checking our serials, so we can actually view our serials and make sure that they have changed later after we finish spoofing. So to do that, I'm going to go into the HWID Perm folder, go into HWID, and then run the HWID serial checker as admin. I'm going to get a prompt, so it should go back to normal in a second. I'm going to close that. Now, so here are our serials that we want to change. So we're going to scroll up one time until our serial number or motherboard serial is at the top. And it should look just like this with the Discord at the bottom. Now remember, we're just going to go ahead and take a snippet of this by going into the Windows search at the bottom and just type again snipping tool. It should pop up after the first 2 letters. Then we're going to go ahead and open it. It should pop up just like this. I'm going to go ahead and do a new snippet. and just drag it across the whole thing. Make sure to leave nothing out, since this is the perm spoofer. We want to make sure everything has properly changed once we finish spoofing. So now we can go ahead and go to file and then save this as Unbanned Serials. So just like that, and now we can go ahead and drag that to my desktop. Remember where that does save to, you can change it, but we're going to go ahead and save it to our pictures and then drag it to our desktop, right? And these are the 3 things that we need to actually go into the spoofing process. So now we're going to go ahead and spoof with the perm spoofer. So in the Aqua Curve folder, go back into Aqua and then run the Aqua software as admin. Please make sure you run everything in here as admin. I'm going to get another prompt. It should go back to normal. Now when this does finish loading, the file explorer should close. Remember, this is the permanent spoofer, so this can take a little longer, around 3 to 5 minutes, which isn't really that long for a spoofer, but on a lower end PC, this can take a little bit longer, so please be mindful of that. But remember, this is the automatic. Everything on this spoofer is actually automatic. It does automatic motherboard detection, and it will automatically spoof and do the correct settings for your motherboard and the rest of the hardware in these serials. But you do not want to interrupt the spoofing process, as this could cause you to restart. And remember, this does take around 3 to 5 minutes, and especially depending on your system. If you're on a lower end PC, it can take a little bit longer than that. Remember, this does have the Asus perm spoof and the disc perm spoof, and you already seen all the supported games. Remember, it does work on more games than just that. But with that being said, we can go ahead and recopy our key. Remember, you're just going to go ahead and go in here and then just copy. Make sure it does actually copy. Then go in here, you can just right click or Control V. So my key actually did not copy, so I'm going to do it one more time. That does happen sometimes where it doesn't register, and then we can go ahead and paste our key in just like that. Remember, do not mess this up. Just make sure your PC stays on. You can just leave it be. This won't take long at all. I will speed this process up because it could take a little bit longer for me. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I'll see you guys when this is done. Alright, the spoofing process has properly completed, and we go ahead and restart our PC to apply the changes, and then we can verify when I get back. So I'm going to go ahead and restart my PC right now. So I'll see you guys when I am back. Alright, I am back after restarting my PC. Now we can go ahead and just verify that the serials have properly changed. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and open the banned serials picture that we took earlier. Alright, we can minimize this, and we're going to go ahead and reopen the Aqua serial checker. Run this as admin. We're going to run everything in here as admin. Should go back to normal in a second. And now we can go ahead and just line everything back up and make sure that they have all properly changed. So it should look just like this. As you can see, my motherboard serial at the very top has changed. My UUID has changed. My volume serial number, my volume ID has also changed. And then my MAC addresses have also changed. Remember that these serials that are not showing up right here are just my Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I have both of those disabled since I don't use them. You can obviously disable those if you want to. But we can go ahead and move on to the VPN bypass. And actually do that. I'm going to show you guys how to get that in 1 second. And this will actually remove any IP bans that were placed upon your PC and your IP system. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, now before I show you guys the VPN bypass, I'm going to show you guys some vouchers so you know that this is legit. So see, it was 14 new messages since I've actually been in here, but we're going to go ahead and scroll up and show you guys some of these vouchers that they actually have. See, here are people that are just repping the staff that helped them for their fast support and actually helping them use their product or whatever they purchase, or answer any questions. Please remember, if you do have any questions about the products that you want to buy, create a ticket. The staff are here to help. You don't have to worry about it being awkward, since they do actually want to help you. Right, so see, everyone in here are actually repping the staff, the people that help them, and the product itself. But with that being said, to actually get to the VPN bypass, you can go ahead and go back to that Contact Us tab under the Information tab and create a support ticket and tell them that you have finished all of these spoofing steps and need that VPN bypass. Once they give that to you, you will be permanently unbanned from all of your favorite games, and you'll be able to go ahead and re-download all of your favorite games and actually get back to playing your favorite games. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video reach other people who also want to get permanently unbanned. And with that being said, I am going to go ahead and head out.